Y'all sit down, both of you. I don't want to hear a peep from the defense. And I don't care if you think you're the sun and the moon in this here Texas courtroom. You're just two drifters with cold eyes and a real mean streak. Look at me when you're standing before the law. I've been sitting in this chair 12 years and I've seen every brand of sinner there is. But what you two did out at that ranch, that's a brand of black I haven't come across yet. I heard the testimony, I heard all about Now Bay. I know she's got a mouth like a rusted gate. I know she stood out there in the square, bragging like she was the only woman to ever birth a soul on this green earth. She was full of vanity, full of herself, and she talked trash about your mama like she was common dirt. In West Texas, we call that being a fool, and usually a fool gets a shut-eye or a lawsuit. But you two, you didn't want apology. You didn't even use a man's weapon. You took those high-powered hunting bows, those silent silver-tipped arrows, and you turned that family ranch into a killing floor. You picked off those 7 boys one by one while they were out by the corral, pinned them to the fence post like butterflies in a box, and they never even heard the wind whistle before the steel hit them. Then you went inside for the girls. You tracked them through the hallways, quiet as ghosts. The youngest one, the little thing no hope, tried to hide under her own shawl, begging for a shred of mercy. You didn't even blink. You let that arrow fly right through the fabric and into her heart just to prove a point. 14 children. You turned a family tree into a graveyard just 'cause your mama's feelings got bruised. That ain't divine justice. That's a thrill kill. And Niobe, she's sitting out there on the courthouse steps right now. She hadn't moved in 3 days. Her skin's gone gray like a piece of limestone. She's cried so much she's just plumb dried up inside. She's a monument of misery, and you two broke her to pieces, you satisfied. And you, yeah, I'm talking to you, Leto, sit back down, I ain't finished. You're sitting there in your Sunday best, looking all righteous 'cause these two did your dirty work. Well, look at what you raised. Take a good long look at your boy and your girl before the sheriff leads them out. You didn't raise children. You raised 2 silent silver arrows. You fed them on nothing but your own wounded pride and taught them that your ego was worth more than a dozen lives. If you'd spent half the time teaching them mercy that you spent nursing your own grudges, maybe they wouldn't be walking toward the death house today. A mother's job is to pull the weeds out of a child's heart, but you watered them. You cultivated the dark spots till there wasn't anything left but the kill instinct. Naobe's a fool and she's paying for it with a broken mind. But you're the architect of this whole bloodbath. You sent him out there. You might as well have sharpened the tips yourself. So you go on home, Leto, sit in the quiet. And every time that desert wind howls, you remember your children are where they are 'cause you didn't have the grace to ignore a desperate woman's rambling talk. You're a failure of a mother, Leto. The jury has returned a verdict of guilty, and I am sentencing you both to death. Get 'em out of my sight.